talk about like your journey,
you
Stevie.
You really know how to appeal to someone's ego, you know.
I'm never not flirting.
Hi guys, I'm Stevie. So today I'm doing something that I very rarely do. I'm doing a collab. So welcome, Miss Alayna Joy.
Hi.
Wait, it's just Alayna Joy.
You can call me whatever you want, Stevie. It's fine. Up to you. I will be
Miss
whatever you call me. Yeah.
I think I merged them.
Miss Alayna Joy.
I'll take it. I'm Miss Alayna Joy.
Are you a dom now? Is that why you have missed?
Yes.
He just got done shooting a video on Alayna's channel, and it was the video series that she has on her channel is called Lesbian versus Baby Gay. And it's where we answer your questions as a more seasoned lesbian versus a baby gay.
Yes, and I don't know that I necessarily feel like a baby gay anymore. So now
You
I
had
feel
a big summer, didn't you?
no comment, first of all. Second, I think like you all watching are the baby gays. Can I be a little seasoned?
Oh,
Just
yeah,
a touch?
you've got salt and pepper. You're a
Okay.
salt and pepper baby gay.
I'll take it. I'll take salt and pepper.
Yeah, no spice mixes yet, you know. It's just
No,
salt and pepper.
no. Okay.
Dive right in. Let's ask some questions. Oh, but also you should probably watch the video on Alayna's channel first and then come back here because, you know, just watch things chronologically, you know?
Trustingly gave Stevie gave Stevie access to my Instagram account to go through the questions.
Okay, so I am now on Alayna's Instagram looking at the questions.
All you baby gays.
Babies. A lot of them are talking about how you're not a baby gay anymore. How cute.
Okay, did I not just say that?
Yeah, what is a baby gay?
Oh, you're gonna hate this. I think a baby gay is a feeling.
It's
not gonna work for you.
No, I do love that.
It's like, I think there's a lot of excitement and there's a lot of uncertainty. For me, the feeling of being a baby gay was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Everything feels new. And everything still does feel new, but I mean like, there's less terror once you start actually exploring and experiencing. I don't know, I feel like I'm settling into my gay identity.
I absolutely love that. I don't know why you said I was gonna hate it. Definitely a feeling.
Because it's not a definition. And so for you, if I'm just like, you just know it when you feel it. You're like, Alayna, I need concrete answers here. That's why I thought you'd hate it.
I could definitely see that because it's like the feeling of, well, I don't know. I think that like, this could be controversial, but I think that queer is a culture. So like you can still be a baby gay and not have been exposed to queer culture because you can still have that feeling even if you've 1,000 women, you know what I mean?
Ah, yes.
You can have this feeling of baby
I don't think
gayness
that's
because you
controversial.
don't get the lingo and you don't understand like what people are talking about and like, you know what I mean? So, and then vice versa, right? Like for you, it was the opposite, right? You were so ingrained in queer culture.
But what you're saying, okay, you in my video already you did this, and now you just gave me another aha moment. The queer culture thing, like, yes, I was ingrained in queer culture in the way that like I made queer friends and I spoke very openly about my queerness and all of that. But in terms of the actual like queer media and queer, yeah, exactly, lingo and like references and stuff, did not understand because I avoided it like the plague. Like I did not watch queer movies. I stayed out of the culture aspect of it because it like gave me too many red flags. Like alarm bells rang in my head and it scared me.
Huh. Well, why were you only hanging out with queer people at all the events that I ever saw you at?
Because going to these events, that was my time where I could like enact my queerness, right? Like in my quote unquote regular life, I didn't know queer people. I had two kind of sides to my life, the queer one and the straight one. And then that's why COVID had such an impact for me on discovering this part of myself because it took away those events. Suddenly there were no YouTube events that I could go to and just like be around queer people and be queer myself or like go out on the weekends and things like that. So in this feeling of like being less of a baby gay now, I think it's because I have immersed myself in queer culture.
Yeah,
and it now feels more familiar.
Again, you know what I mean? It misses you.
I would be a baby straight all over again if I returned because it feels foreign.
I'm really thinking about, I don't know if you've watched The L Word, but there's this scene where
yes, that's part of the yes.
Yeah, Tina gets a boyfriend after leaving Bet and then invites all of the lesbians over and they like, what are they playing? They're playing charades. And it just reminds me of like trying to mesh the two cultures together, and then like, you know, the straights say something about a football player or something, and they're like, who? I don't know if you guys know, but Alayna here has recently realized that she is gay.
Did we introduce anything, or did we just continue the conversation from
I was like, listen, if you didn't watch the first half of the video, sorry about ya, so.
Hi, anyone who doesn't know me, my name's Alayna. I thought I was bi for many years. I had a wonderful relationship with a man, and then I basically in COVID realized that I'm actually gay. Oops.
Okay, let's get to the question. We haven't even done a question yet. Is it necessary to tell a girl it's my first time having sex with a girl?
I will say absolutely not necessary. If it's not something you want to share, that's up to you. That's your business. I think that's completely up to you. But completely acceptable and fine and normal and reasonable to share if you think it will make your experience better or make you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, my answer is virginity is fake. So you do whatever you want.
Absolutely. In my experience, sharing that this is something new for you or something you've never done before, it just makes the whole thing a lot more comfortable, because then the person that you're with knows to be like gentle with you and slow and make sure that everybody's having a good time throughout the entire experience. So I'm a plus for communication.
I love it. I think that maybe people who would consider not telling them, one of the reasons could be that they're worried that they won't like them anymore, or they think they're too much of a baby gay or anything like that. If that's the only thing holding you back from telling them, then that's not the person that you should be having sex with as your first time, if they would react that way, you know?
How would you feel if you were sleeping with someone and they said, hey, I've never slept with a woman before? I think it would be comforting for folks to hear that if someone said to you, this is my first time, you wouldn't be like, ew. You know, like what would be your response?
I mean, like I recently dated someone who I was the first girl he ever slept with. So yeah, no, it wouldn't put me off at all. There's way more things that I find more important. How do you come out and let people in your life know that you and your best friend are more than that?
How do you come out? You come out when you feel confident enough in that relationship or in that identity that the responses of other people are gonna affect you minimally.
Like for me, what I would do is I would probably make my family think that best friends is the word for lesbians, and like they have been misunderstanding the situation the whole time. Like I'd be like, you know what?
Put this on them.
Do you say that you're best friends with your straight friends? That's so weird. Yeah. Best friends is this new Gen Z word. It means lesbians. So just FYI.
Right. Just like make them feel really dumb for not having known this whole time.
How do you figure out the never-ending question of do I like them or do I want to be them?
Oh, whoa, with that, yeah.
I think if you're asking yourself that question, you like them. I mean, how hard is it to be them, right? Like you adopt their style, you adopt the way that they talk, you put on a wig, like dress up like them fully, and then be like, am I satisfied or do I actually like them? Right?
Just do a quick cosplay of this person that in question and see how you feel.
Josie is in the background going.
She's like, what kind of advice is this? There might be some like gender nuance to this too, right? Do I like them or do I want to be them? I think there's a two-part question, because there's like a sexual orientation question and a gender question. Because first it's like, I could confuse attraction with like aesthetic attraction or wanting to be them. And that's like, I needed to break down like, oh wait, no, I'm not attracted to that man, I just want to dress like that man. Or no, I'm not attracted to that man, I just want to be good at climbing like that man.
Yeah. See, I immediately pictured it as like when you like a girl in school, or you just like, do you just want to be like them, or are you actually gay?
Yes.
I didn't see it as the other way around, where it's the compet version, where it's like, I can't tell if I like them or if I want to be like them, because I see that they get the attention from girls and they, you know what I mean?
The person asking the question is probably asking it that way. And you're asking, do I want to be her or do I want to be with her? You probably want to be with her. Just as like a framework for how to answer that question for yourself. It's like a sexuality question in terms of, are you interested in that gender? But then also sometimes a little bit of gender questioning for yourself. If you're looking at all of these men and thinking, do I want to be them? Do I want to be with them? I think that that's a common experience in like trans and non-binary folks too, is you see folks of other genders and you're like, do I want to be them? Do I want to be with them? Sometimes you do want to be them. Just nobody can answer that question for you, I think is what we're saying.
90% Alayna giving amazing, like full of nuance, beautiful advice, and then me like making a joke that's really terrible.
Is that what it is? I don't feel like that's what it is. I think that even your jokes are helpful.
Oh my god, I love this question. Okay. Am I the only U-Haul lesbian who fell for a I don't want anything serious type? Please send help. So this is a self-identifying U-Haul lesbian, which first of all, we stan. I love it. Same. This is just a classic,
I feel like,
thing. You don't have compatible desires in this moment.
Like, do you have very different long-term goals? Probably not the right person for you in the end. Just like invite her over and then like keep cooking her meals. She'll never leave.
Hey, how did you know that's my tactic?
That's why I'm still him.
This is why I was so shocked that the family has requested to have a normal Christmas. I was like, I'm sorry, you don't want my manipulation this year. Excuse me.
You're like, my manipulation isn't working? This is new.
If I can't feed you, then how will I know you love me? Baby gay here, nervous about other women judging me for my pubic hairstyle. Any advice?
Oh, whoa. Yeah, see, this would be a Stevie question that you would
I love it. That is such a good question. I think that people having preferences about your body are not chill. The hairstyle that you choose for yourself should be one that makes you feel the most confident and makes you feel the most like yourself. But I do feel like there are fewer, because queer people are already on the outskirts of what is socially acceptable, we become more able to challenge societal expectations about what our body should look like and be like and act like and smell like and whatever, right? So I think that is something that you should worry about less, because never have I ever had someone be like, ew, you have a bush, or like, ew, you're fully shaved, or like, and never have I ever, of the thousands of lesbians that I've talked to about their sex lives, have they ever said, the sex was great, but like, she had a landing strip, what the fuck? Like, ever. Like, that has literally never happened.
I think you're exactly right that like us queer folks, we've already broken out of the box. We've already had to challenge what's expected of us just to exist as queer people. And so I think there's so much more acceptance. I understand the nerves because you want the person that you're gonna sleep with, you obviously want them to think that you're sexy and you want them to be attracted to you. But it's also like, if you do enter into a situation where somebody is like not into how you present yourself and what makes you feel comfortable and confident, then it's just not the person for you, right? Like, it's a lose-lose situation to manipulate anything about yourself to try and please a potential partner, because in the long run, you're not being true to yourself from day one. So then you would need to maintain this change that you've made. You're gonna need to notice how I'm just like gently moving it away from pubic hair. I can't say pubic hair on the internet.
Yeah, like literally imagine if every single day I had to deal with razor burn on my literal vulva because what? Every single day when I just have one conversation with a person where I'm like, oh, this is my bush and please love it. Thank you. Bye. It just sounds miserable, especially something so powerful and wonderful as a grooming ritual. Right? Like, that is for you. And then on top of that, later, it's like, can potentially be to do with others, right? But the first possible thing is anything grooming, your hair, your nails, your shaving, everything is just like almost spiritual thing. So I would never try to advise to anyone to betray themselves in such a spiritual and personal experience. Sorry, there's soft people in my life who struggle with setting boundaries or will give too much of themselves to people, like,
hi, it's me,
more than they have to give. I came across, and I just like really couldn't understand that at all. I'd be like, why didn't you just tell people fuck no? You know what I mean?
Obviously.
It's really easy to do that. And then I saw this TikTok that was like advice for people pleasers or whatever. And it was like, when you have to choose between guilt and resentment, always choose guilt. She explained that like, when you are doing something for someone just because they asked you to and you're not considering yourself, then it ends up with resentment, right? So if someone tells you, I really like fully shaven pussies, and you shave your pussy every single day, every time you do it, and you hate doing that, right? Then every time you do it, you will be building resentment for your partner for the rest of your life. Versus being like, F you, I'm gonna grow a full bush forever. You feel guilt in the moment, but you didn't betray yourself to do it. You're like misplacing the emotion, right? You're like resenting the other person, and really you're the one.
And it feels, because, and I can speak from the people pleaser side of things. When you choose guilt, right? Like when you choose to say no, or when you choose to set a boundary, that is hard in that moment. And you know it's going to be hard, and you're gonna feel those difficult emotions right then. So we avoid that. Because we're like, well, I don't want to hurt someone's feelings. I don't want to have a difficult conversation. I don't want confrontation. I don't want whatever. Like, it's all these, we try to avoid that situation because of the potential negative emotions that would happen. But then what ends up happening is more bigger, stronger negative emotions that just grow over time in the long term. So it's like choosing guilt in the moment feels harder in that moment, but in the long run, you are saving yourself so much difficulty.
This isn't the one I'm choosing, but it says women are scary. Help.
Oh, they're scary because you care. They're scary because it matters and it holds weight for you. That's what makes it scary, and that's kind of a beautiful thing.
Okay, so this one says, I'm 32, I'm into girls, but I've never acted on it. Now that I've finally accepted myself, I feel like I'm too old to be this inexperienced, and I fear that no one will want to date me.
No.
We're similar ages, and I wouldn't give it. It's never too late.
No,
it's never too late.
Absolutely not. Like I don't remember if it was this video or my video that we talked about this in, but like there are so many people that are just now experiencing or just now discovering their queerness. Like, you're never too late. I get DMs daily from people in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s saying, I'm just discovering my queerness. Like, you really, us, like, gays are on a different timeline. We didn't grow up with the representation that's like starting to happen now. And so it takes a lot of us too long to figure it out. I figured it out at 28, you know?
Yeah, there are so many queer ladies in their 30s who love a bottom. You know? They love to be able to teach and show.
Yes.
You know, I'm not speaking for myself or anything.
No, definitely.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you know, it's a thing.
Like, can we think of this as a bonding experience and a chance to explore something new together, rather than thinking, well, I'm inexperienced, so I'm no good at it, nobody's gonna wanna date me. How about I'm inexperienced and I'm experiencing everything for the first time, and this newness is exciting. That's fun for a partner.
It's like, oh, this is your first time? I've got so much to show you.
Yes, yes. Oh, I love that's
Well,
exciting.
thank you so much for us. What the f- I'm so exhausted.
We have been going for a
Josie, you're not supposed to laugh at me.
Thank you so much for us.
Thank you so much for us. Okay, Stevie's memory card just died again. I mean, I could do the outro. What if I do one of these and I'll put you, like, I'll put my screen up to like there. You have to talk to the phone so that you're talking to your camera. But this is the flavor of the video.
Go over to Alayna's channel and subscribe is the last thing I was saying. Also, thank you so much to my patrons for supporting me and videos like this and making them happen. And I'm so excited to send out all of my holiday cards to all my patrons, which is an idea that I stole from Alayna.
You do holiday cards too?
I will see you guys next time. And then I take my hand and I go like this over the thing. Can you do that? And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!